Hey guys, it's Rich with video number 10 of the Christo-Pagan series. In this video, we're talking about the elemental energy of air. In the last video, we talked about the elemental energies as a whole, but in this one, I want to specifically talk about the elemental energy of air. So, what is the elemental energy of air? Air is, for me, one of the two projective masculine energies. To me, it's not really that you go into the wind comes into you. We are very much the receptive aspect of air. And this will make more sense whenever I explain what air represents. Air represents the ideas, the creative aspect, the thought process, and it also represents communication. For me, I usually place the element of air in the east. And the reason that I do this is multiple. In Freemasonry, everything is dictated by the worshipful master who sits in, you guessed it, the east. The lodge is opened and the lodge is closed according to the worshipful master in the east. Everything that is communicated comes from him. So for me, that is the start of my ritual. Also in nature, the east is where the sun comes up and where the moon comes up. So it's very much the start of the day. It's the start of the night. So in essence, it is the start also of my ritual. Thinking of this even further, the elemental energy representing the thought process and the creative process, the communication, everything starts with the thought, the idea of something. And I want to kind of give the example that I'm going to continue throughout the rest of the elemental energies. The thought that came to me of creating Christo-Paganism.com, or even the Christo-Pagan series, is the thought process that started everything. It's the thought process that is now communicated, and then it'll go on to the fire aspect, which we will talk about in the next video. But the underlying concept that I really want to hit home with this is that the elemental energy of air is the thought, the idea, the start of anything that is going to be fruitful. So, for me, starting in the east, where everything starts, and having the element of air in the east, the thought process that starts everything, for me, just makes sense. With that being said, what are some ways that we can actually connect with the elemental energy of air? Well, there are some simple ways, and then there are some more complex ways that we can connect with the elemental energy of air. One simple way is just being outside, feeling the energy of air just brushing against your skin. You can also listen to inspirational music, meditating, writing, or just simply breathing, being in that moment, just feeling the element of air come into you, receiving it, and then exhaling it, changing the world, or the way that you view the world with the element of air, breathing in and out. With the element of air, the underlying energy concept behind it is the thought process. Now for me, I like to talk to myself. It may seem kind of weird, kind of kooky, and sometimes you can actually catch me talking to myself, and it's kind of embarrassing sometimes. If you're not one of those people that actually like to talk to yourself, or if it's something that you just don't do, I would actually suggest doing it. Sometimes me talking to myself is really the way that I end up solidifying my ideas and really putting them out there. But if this seems a little kooky, a little weird, or you've tried it and it doesn't really work for you, that's fine too. You can try holding the astral board meeting. And by this, I mean next time that you are meditating, have that moment with your deities, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever you usually have within your circle. Hold a board meeting. Everybody gathers around a table, and you discuss your ideas with them. You really solidify what your thought process is, what your thoughts are, what creative process you might want to undertake, or that you're already undertaking and really what the thought process is behind it, the why behind what you're doing. Now, if the astral board meeting doesn't really work for you, or if it hasn't worked for you thus far, then what I would suggest is actually trying to hold it out in nature. Ask your ancestors, deities, spirit guides, whoever is in your board meeting, ask them to give an answer, and wait for the answer to come to you with the elemental energy of air. A simple breeze that blows by might invoke an idea, a thought, a creative musing. It might stir something in you or start the process. So those are just a few ideas. Talking to yourself, just feeling the breeze on your skin, holding the board meeting, inspirational music, writing, even free flow writing, just getting thoughts on paper. These are all some ideas that may help you connect more with the elemental energy of air. If you've tried these processes before, or if you have another process that you use to connect with the elemental energy of air, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. If you are not subscribed to me, go ahead and click subscribe right above my head. If you have not been to Christo-Paganism.com yet, go ahead and click on the link right here, and that will take you to Christo-Paganism.com. If you would like to stalk me on Twitter, go ahead and do so right over here. I try to post just about every day, a little inspirational stuff, some stuff about my daily life and whatnot. So if you would like to stalk me, go ahead and do that on Twitter. In the next video, I will be discussing the element of fire and what that holds for us. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.